right, we're on part 3 of our pizza cookout. My partner in crime, Debbie, also my favorite taste tester. She loves my food.
I do.
Yes. Anyway, we've already done the cauliflower pizza crust. We've done the almond flour pizza crust, and now we're going to do the whey protein pizza crust. And if you haven't seen the other videos on that, be sure to watch part 1 and part 2. Okay? Ready to get started on this one?
I am.
All right, here we go. For the whey protein pizza crust, there's a lot of ingredients that go into it, but it's simple. You just throw it all in the mixing bowl, stir it up, take the dough out and put it on the pizza pan. So you just mix it all together. So we're going to start with a half a cup of whey protein powder and a half a teaspoon of the garlic powder. Right, now a pinch of salt, or a half a teaspoon of salt, good pinch. And then a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, that would be a pinch. And then 3 ounces of Parmesan cheese. So basically we're putting in a third of a cup of Parmesan cheese and 3 ounces of mozzarella cheese. There we go. 2 ounces of cream cheese. This is room temperature cream cheese, which is what you want. Otherwise, it's very hard to mix if the cream cheese is hard. All right, and then 4 tablespoons of olive oil. And the last thing she's going to put in there is an egg, and then she's going to mix all of that together. We're going to mix it in here. So now we can mix it, the egg with all of this. She wants to stir this with a fork.
You're right. It's much easier to manage the cream cheese when it's softened.
This doesn't look like it makes as much as the other pizza crusts. So
right.
This will probably be a smaller pizza crust. We have a parchment lined pizza sheet. I'm going to spray this while she's doing that. Watch your head. So that's sprayed. So now she's going to pour that on top. So there it is. It's a smaller pizza. It doesn't make as large of an amount as the other 2 that we made earlier, but there it is. This is going in the oven at 375. It says 9 to 12 minutes, so we're gonna take a look at it after 9 minutes. Okay. The timer has gone off, so I'm gonna check the crust. All right, so I'm going to put it in for 2 more minutes. So I cooked it another couple of minutes. It's definitely done. Okay, so now I'm going to bring Debbie back into the kitchen so she can do the toppings on this, but we're going to let it cool down. Just should we let it cool, or can we just throw the toppings on there?
I think we can throw.
I think we'll just throw it on there. Okay, get over here. Get to work. Now watch her do her magic. So she's putting the pizza sauce on that we made earlier in the first video, which is basically the tomato sauce. You can look up the recipe for the sauce that we did up because we had to make our own pizza sauce essentially, and all the seasoning that went into that. It was absolutely delicious. So we're using it on this pizza. She's going to top this pizza with some little tiny baby cherry tomatoes. Is that what they call those?
Right.
She's putting some cherry tomatoes on here. We're going to make this real simple. We've already done 2 pizzas. We're tired. Anyway, and so she's just going to do that with mozzarella cheese and some black olives. Easy peasy. That's the beauty of pizzas. You can put whatever you want on there, and all the things that you like. And if the crust is good and the pizza sauce is good, you're going to have a very delicious pizza. And that really is the beauty of throwing together a pizza. So there goes the mozzarella. Now we ran out of the shredded mozzarella on the other 2 pizzas that we made earlier. Part 1 and 2, lots of mozzarella. We didn't know we were going to run out, okay, but we got the chunks now instead of the shredded mozzarella, which is going to melt. It's all going to blend.
Yeah, this is
It'll
going to
be
work out nice.
fine.
Yeah.
Because that first one, you put that on and it all melted just beautifully.
Right.
Look at that. All right. So that's going in the oven for 10 minutes. It's preheated at 350. I'll turn that down. So the timer's gone off. And that looks delicious. Look at that. All right. I got to let it cool, and Debbie and I are going to taste it. We're pretty full from the other pizzas we ate earlier in part 1 and 2, but we saved a little bit of room for this one. This is our 3rd pizza in our pizza cookout series. And this was the whey protein crust. This is our almond crust. I liked it. Debbie liked it, but not as much as the cauliflower crust, which we both frickin' love. That's to die for. This I liked. It's very much like normal pizza. Debbie wasn't so crazy about it. I mean, she thought it was okay. She thought it was normal pizza crust. So if you're going for normal pizza crust, that's good. So now we're going to try our whey protein crust. It had the cream cheese in here as well. So we're pretty full. We're going to take really small pieces of this, and it's a small pizza, as you can tell. The dough didn't make as much as these two. So Debbie, give me your plate. I'm going to give you a small slice there.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give myself a small slice.
I like the size of this pizza.
Yeah, little baby. All right, here we go. It's a chewy crust. It's got a really strong flavor.
I taste olive oil.
I do too. It was too much olive oil. I might have to amend the recipe. When you read the recipe, it'll be different from the video because I am cutting out a lot of this olive oil. It's very strong.
It is. It's potent.
It's very potent, and it comes right through. Just... All right, so there you have it. Hope you have a fun time preparing pizza for yourself. And Debbie, thank you for cooking. All right, say bye, everybody.
All right. Bye, everybody.